Hey, morning, guys. Just want to talk to y'all. Just got done with my community run with Mr. Sidibe and that. Started at Big Mac and ran down to Bertrand and then went up to Keith Weiss Park, ran the loop, and came back to Big Mac and just finished. And, during that run, some of my best ideas come from the run and just reflecting in that on my actions as principal in that, and where we're headed in the year and that. And October, I don't know if y'all are aware, I've talked with the FAC. It's a very challenging month for educators across the nation because the newness of the school year has worn off, and you're maybe not where you want to goal-wise for your classroom or your kids and things like that. So people get discouraged in that, and that includes principals and things like that. And so I need to take my own advice and quit focusing on the goal of where I want us to be and highlight the process and where we're going and the things that I've seen happen on our campus. Guys, I don't know if you know this, but there's a student in Miss Gonzalez's class that read Catcher in the Rye. I can't remember his name. Miss Gonzalez is going to watch this video and probably tear up because just his passion. She has created a kid that is a reader. He went to Miss Hensley, got the book club book that we just finished called The Boy in the Black Suit, and is about halfway done. I shouldn't say halfway. He's at the part where the young man has started working for the funeral home and that, and he's really excited about it. We were really talking about this book, and it just goes to show where people assume things about our kids, and we're guilty of that as adults and that. And I want to tell a story about a kid that I helped whenever I was the AP at Hall. We had a young man that I just kind of saw him was a talent. He was kind of the class clown, joked around a lot and everything, and I thought, this kid could do history fair because he knew all the answers in the history class and that. And I don't know if y'all are aware of our district and the legacy of history fair, but I did it at Nimitz. Ended up, that's where I got my academic scholarship, was actually from participating in history fair. I got awarded that scholarship to Case Western Reserve, and that, and it was my junior year that I got that. And so there's a legacy there. We send kids to nationals every year in that. And I'm gonna wrap this up, but basically, people across our district could not believe that I took a kid to compete in history fair. Well, this young man, we competed in individual performance. He ended up getting out of the district level, then the regional level, and they were concerned because they were like, this kid isn't where he needs to be. He's going to state, and I think he's going to embarrass himself. These are adults saying this about worrying about this kid, and it's not program directors. It was people that just didn't really know, didn't have confidence in this kid. So we ended up getting to state, and he did it on Bayard Rustin and that, and who was really the architect of the March on Washington. He was the behind the scenes guy, and if you have not researched him, phenomenal individual, had a lot of struggle in his life, does not get a lot of credit in history, but he is the architect of the March on Washington. And this young man took this passion and made it to state, goes and gets callbacks, which now he means he's in the top 10 performers in the state. The young man ended up finishing 6th place in the state of Texas from the Credit Recovery High School of Aldine Independent School District, and is now in the military. He went and joined the Navy. So it just goes to show you, just because a kid is where they are at that moment doesn't mean that's where they're going to be. It's a process, and we're growing as a campus. And I have to remember, we are growing. And I got to highlight and think about all the progress we've made, because sometimes you focus on these goals instead of just focusing on the little things that you're seeing, and we're getting there. And so I want you to think, do this weekend if you watch it, but when you come back on Monday, think of 5 kids that you've made a difference with. And I know everybody has 5 kids. And when you start thinking about those little things, you start seeing the big picture. So, you know, I hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you Monday. Let's get after it. Thank you.